I'm gonna be brief. I'm gonna be brief. Had some thoughts, just one thought. But welcome all. Come in, come join, whatever. Oh, sorry. Please be sure to like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good jazz. Today's show and is always sponsored by penmanshipclothing.com. Intermoke 20 to get 20% off of your purchase. They got some new shit coming out, some good summer wear, all of that. Be sure to follow me on IG. Follow me there. Podcast stuff, yada yada yada, blase blase. An issue I have with living out in the country is that the stores, they're like one right by the neighborhood is a Dollar General. I frequent there. They know me, even though they act like they don't when I have the Virgin Islands license and the paper text license, but I go there. My issue with them is I'm not a thief, but you ever been at a store when there's, and Dollar General isn't a big store, when there's like say 2 to 3 people working there and nobody is ever at the register. Nobody's ever at the register and nobody's ever in sight, but nobody is ever at the register when the store is packed. And I get it. You got to find time to do stuff, yada, yada. I'm not hating. But every time I go there, I be the only person in line, and I end up having to wait like 2 to 3 minutes. Now they have this little walkie-talkie there to say, "Hey, if you're in line, call the person that's here." I haven't got a chance to do that because I just sit around looking like a doofus. But every time I'm in there and I'm in line, and I'm just like, man, I don't have to come here ever again, and I can just walk out with this shit. I have to start every time. Will I do it? No. I would not do it, but the thought crosses my mind. I'm human. I'm sorry. I made sure to remember that because every time I go there, I'm just there. And I went there just for this. And I'm like, I am sitting there waiting in line. Well, I'm not waiting in line. I'm just standing there. And they are, oh, my bad. But they come with no haste. Just, today the lady came out the bathroom. And that's fine. But I'm just like, if there's like 2 people here, if you leave the register, tell somebody like, yo, I'm finna go do whatever. Just watch. They be like deep off in the back and stuff. Like you can't even look around the corner and see. I am not drinking today because my daughter has a dance recital and I'm not one of those dads that pull up to my kid's shit drunk or smell like alcohol. So, and I mean, I'm just, there's no point to drink today. No point to drink today. So I'm drinking a Sprite. Milestone Trauma. I'm going to make this quick. I don't even know if that's a real word. I was thinking today, I'm fresh off the slave ship too. Slave ship means work. But I was thinking today, milestone trauma. I don't even know if those 2 words go together. If you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, you see, Stink is getting up there. I was telling my girl this other day. It's just crazy, like looking at Stink when she was born, and she was just this baby just there. And now I'm seeing her personality. Like I'm seeing her grasp life. I'm seeing her become a baby go-getter. One thing Neil deGrasse Tyson said, which I thought was pretty clever, he said, we spend the early stages of, as parents, the early stages of our child's childhood or whatever, encouraging them to walk, talk, blah, blah, blah. But when they get to a certain age as society, we be like, yo, be quiet, yada, yada. And I'm just like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, Stink's starting to crawl. I'm loving it. She's all over the place. I believe Stink's first word is mama. She's doing this blah, 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 but I feel like she's saying mama. And I'm actually cool with that. I'm definitely cool with that, man. Stink is a mama's girl and a daddy's girl, but she's a mama's girl because they're like her mom can get her like whew, real good. You know what I'm saying? But she's crawling, she's reaching for stuff, pulling herself up, standing. She's 6 months, got her 2 little teeth coming in. Look like rice. So it brought me to this thought. Like, Moke, it's good. Baby's growing. She's doing her thing. All that. Now, the milestone is growing. The milestone is doing different things. Now, I'm going to make this quick because I don't have too much. It was just a thought. Okay. Ro passed away one day before she was 9 months. Now, to other parents, you know, the child, the monthly thing, it's like whatever. Oh, my child's 7 months, 8 months, whatever. But for me, it's a milestone. Milestone trauma, because when Ro passed, before we found out that it was suffocation, all this shit. At first, the coroner or whoever, they were like, "Oh yeah, it was SIDS. It was SIDS." They were like, "Oh, it would have happened regardless if she would have stayed home." Blah blah, whatever. Kept pushing. Like, yo, do a better autopsy, yada yada, blah blah blah. Then probably a couple weeks after she passed, they were like, it was suffocation. Now, I'm already once traumatized because I just thought my baby died from SIDS. I forget. Can somebody in the chat write what SIDS is? I forget what it stands for. Let me look it up. It's like nobody's gonna put it in the chat. SIDS meaning. Yeah, okay. Sudden infant death syndrome. I hate fucking reading that. So I'm traumatized because thinking my baby died of SIDS, and then it comes out, oh, she died of suffocation. So now for me, as a new father again, I worry about these things. Knock on wood, God, don't do this to me again. But I worry about these things. So for me now, the milestone for me is my daughter hitting that 9 month, right? Because it's a milestone because it was 9 months. So now I'm dealing with the trauma that I'm always just scared. I'm always scared. Me and my girl were extra careful. I'm gonna say, bro, Devin, she goes to a great daycare. Like, I love it. Like, I feel like she's learning a lot there. The kids love her. But I think to myself, man, it's so crazy. Even with them coming back and saying, oh, it wasn't SIDS, I'm still traumatized over that. I still cringe when I hear the word SIDS. You know what I'm saying? So now, excuse me, everything's a milestone. I don't express this out loud because, you know, I don't want to make people's trauma my trauma. But every month, you know what I'm saying, that goes by inside, I'm like, yes, I'm throwing a party. I'm happy. I might fuck around and throw my daughter a 9 month party. I don't know. Man. But it's just, oh man, it's a lot because the trauma's always gonna fucking be there. It's always gonna be there. Always going to be there. And we hope to reach these different milestones. But as a parent who has lost a child, every day with Stink now, I don't take for granted. I spoil Stink so much that maybe I shouldn't be spoiling her the way I do, but I don't care. I'm gonna do it. So this is what I'm faced with. I'm faced with the milestone trauma. You know, for me, it's a thought of you. I want you as a parent. You want to make sure everything's right. Make sure your kids are safe, great, happy, in good health. You know, and last show I did, I got really good response from that show. I got a really good response. And that made me ask the question, should I do more shows where I'm being honest about my life, my traumatic situations, all that stuff. Last show, it hurt my feelings just because, like, I hate talking about this stuff. I do. I'm not even gonna lie. I hate talking about it. But when I talk about it, I do feel better. And so I came to the realization, like, Moke, it's a what is it? It's a feel good hurt situation. You're gonna win, you're gonna lose, but it's what you do with that, right? Oh man, I lost my train of thought. Whew, man. Oh yeah, so after that show, I started looking at life a lot different. A lot different. Like I said, clarity. And the clarity now is just being honest with myself at all times, no matter if it hurts, which I'm pretty good at that. But there's still times I'll lie to myself just to make myself feel a little bit better. And I mean, I guess that's okay. Maybe it's okay, maybe it's not. Who cares? But today I had this realization. I'm 35 years old. Been through ups and downs, success, fails, all types of stuff. But at this very point in my life, I feel like a man. I feel like a just all around dad. And now I'm at that point where I like I want to, you want to be the podcaster that, you make your bread, blah, blah, yada, yada, do this, want to, make beats, blah, blah, yada, yada. But now I'm at a point where I 100% like want to do anything I can to give my kids the best life. And yes, I've always thought that, and I felt like that, but now I know that I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying, and I'm pretty immature at times, but I feel like I'm finally growing up because now I'm being honest with myself, and for me, I feel like I like being honest with myself out loud, whether it be, one-on-one, talking to my girl, my friends, my family, or to y'all. And I've went through, I still have some self-esteem and self-conscious issues. But now I'm like, yo, like, Mo, You've been beat up, bumps and bruises through life. But yo, like you're 35. You're still living. You're still breathing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're still making people laugh. You're still making a difference. And that's the beauty. Because at first, yeah, I was in this life for the motherfucking riches. I was in this life for the riches. Do I still want that? Yes. Do I care if I don't become rich? No. I want to give my kids a great life. I want to grow old with my girl, have a great life, travel. I want to do all that shit. I'm no longer looking towards the, oh man, I wish I was dead and blah, blah, blah. Not saying that feeling won't ever happen, because I'm human. I'm traumatized. It happens. But finally, me being honest with myself, I am on my way to happiness. I guess, no pun intended, but this shit is the pursuit of happiness. You know what I'm saying? It's the pursuit of happiness. And now I know 100% I'm living for my kids. I'm living for my girl. I'm not living for me anymore. I'm not living for me. And I know as parents, you say, hey, well, when your kids are born, you're done living for yourself. Yes, that's true. Have I been selfish at times in life? Yes. Yes, I have. But like shit has just been clicking to me. I've been talking to the Most High. I've been trying to put more positive things in my cabeza. Is it cabeza or cerveza? No, cabeza in my head. I've been putting a lot more positive things in my head. Man, yo, keep it a buck. I don't even really listen to the radio like that. But in my car, I just got my radio on the gospel station. I love gospel music. I haven't been to church in a while. I should go. I think the last time I've been to church was probably in the Virgin Islands. But yeah, I should go, you know what I'm saying, with my kids, my girl. But I am on a pursuit to happiness. Do I know everything that I need to do for this pursuit? No, I don't. But the one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to live right. I'm going to act right. I'm going to do right by everybody, no matter how they do me. And I know that, like, I be like, yo, I know y'all niggas who done me wrong back in the day, got y'all niggas on the come up. I'm done with that. My boy Josh Davis, out to him, he said, Mo, you need to let that shit go. He didn't say it like that, but he said, you need to let that go. And I do, because who am I really mad at? Nobody. You know, I have anger issues, but I don't have anger issues that where people are like, yo, you got anger issues. I have anger issues internally. And like, I might forever grieve, but the moments where my head just kind of peeks up out of water, I'm just gonna run with that. I called myself today. I was like, man, I'm happy. Shit's good. And then the other half of me was like, yo, man, shouldn't be happy. Didn't give myself a reason why. I was like, yo, you shouldn't be happy, because I'm so used to being sad. 6 years of being sad, like, you almost forget how to be happy. You fake it sometimes. But man, I'm genuinely happy. And so I told myself, like, Mo, it's okay to be happy. Don't ever cut yourself down for being happy because you're traumatized or you're grieving. That's cool, but my nigga, take what you can get, baby boy. Take what you can get. You know what I'm saying? So as of late, I try to talk more. You know what I'm saying? I open up to my girl a little bit more. You know what I mean? Even with my kids, I open up a little bit more. I try to let people know, like, hey, I'm available. I might not be able to help, but I'm available. I can listen. I can give a good advice. I'm a good listener. I may not respond, but I'm a good listener. I give some pretty decent advice. Actually, I give really good advice. I give advice that it'd be so good that I'm like, damn, nigga, why don't you follow your own advice? Easier said than done. Oh, man, I'm all over the place. I'm tired. I'm sorry. But man, milestone trauma. So my next milestone with baby girl is 9 months. I'm excited. I'm excited for just I'm obsessed with Devin. I am. Like I find myself just I be looking at pictures. I'm that dad. Yo, look at my kid. Look at my kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm that dude because when you know what it's like to lose something, but I had to get my head out of my ass and be like, hey, Moke, focus. You got to focus on the real world that's in front of you. You got to focus on your surrounding. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, people need you. People need you. And if I got to go out there and give all my energy to make some type of difference, even if it hurts me, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Because the grieving sucks, but I'm still here. 6 years later, I'm still here. I'm still kicking. And then again, another thing I thought to myself, like, oh man, just shit's hard, whatever. But everything I said so far when I left the islands, when I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this when I get back to the States, I've done even better. I've done, and it's I always go up, but I don't give myself no fucking credit. And so now I'm here to take my credit because Mo, you're doing it, nigga. Like, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I may be sad tomorrow. I may be sad after this, but right now, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm making a difference. Maybe I shouldn't have called this milestone trauma, but I did just because I want to know if that's a real thing. I didn't want to look it up because whatever. I want a coin that I put that together, which I probably didn't. You know, things eating people food. Well, baby food, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll give her like some fruits or vegetables, you know what I mean? But she's like biting on stuff. She's like growing, you know? And everything, you know, like if you've seen me and Rose dynamic, you know, like that was my girl. You know what I'm saying? I documented everything we did, but now I'm doing that with Stink, but I'm doing it times 10 because now I know what to do. I know what to do, and I have a lot of patience. I have a lot of patience. You know what I mean? And now I'm just realizing, like seeing her just figure out things and learn stuff and learn the determination that she don't even know that she's determined, but she just, you know, like when she's obsessed with grabbing the remote controls and stuff and phones. And you know, like she always try to crawl, fall, and then one day put over there, and then she did it. And me and my girl just like, yo, like she, you know, and now she's just all over the place. And just seeing that, something so simple, but it's something so big because for her and for us, that's a milestone. That's a milestone. Ro was a crawler. Ro stood up all the time. But see, the thing is, I did not give Ro a lot of freedom to crawl because I was always just holding her. I'm always holding this thing too. I'm guilty of that. But now I'm realizing, like, hey, sometimes you gotta let go. Watch, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay, you know, if she crawls, she falls a little bit, like, it has to happen. She has to learn. But now it's the man, I definitely should have not called this milestone trauma, because with her, it's a lot of good milestone, like seeing her reach for things. When she wants her mom, she reaches for her mom. When she sees this, she smiles. Now she's laughing. You tickle her, she laughs. You know what I mean? Now she's pulling my dreads and stuff, and I love it. Whew, man. So I look forward to all the milestones that my kids are reaching. You know what I'm saying? For my twins, milestone, they finna be in high school next year. Finna be in high school. You know what I'm saying? EJ's coming close to middle school. Like all of these things are milestones, and so everybody's learning in different brackets, you know. And for me, because now I'm paying attention to everything, it's amazing. It's amazing, man. I'm gonna just leave y'all with that, man. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whatever it is. Make sure you go to penmanshipclothing.com, Moog 20, get you 20% off. Follow me on IG. Follow my Patreon. Send some bread to the Cash App, you know. Cause it ain't, you know, believe it or not, this ain't free. Me doing this shit, you know, so is what it is. I'm gonna get out of here, man, because I'm fucking starving. I was gonna go for some premium chicken, but I don't even think I want to wait for chicken. I think I just want to like go to sleep. Fucking working overnight, man. Holla at Jaguala.